Hello and welcome back to Braces update video number 8. Post braces removal update video number 8. And today there's gonna be a lot of talking and then a little bit of playing. So you might notice today's day 8, last video was day 6, where's 7? Well, day 7, I took a rest day. Rest days are important. Rest days are very important. But you want to time them right. It's hard to tell when you time them right, especially when your chops are brand new and you don't know anything about them and they're weird and you sound bad. So, here's what was going on. Day 6, although it didn't shine through much on camera, it was a struggle compared to all the other days. A lot more cracked notes. Articulation was really bad. Other than that, not a lot, but just the amount of crack and crud in my sound was just not it. So I took an off day the next day. I had played quite a bit that day, kind of hard, maybe not resting as much as I should be. So maybe that was part of it. But now today, it's much worse. After having a rest day. And what that means is one of two things. Either I need more rest. I went too hard the previous days. Something happened. I need more rest. Or I didn't need rest. And now, for whatever reason, I've just had a drastic slope off and lost a lot of ability. Even long tones today have been really crackly, really unfortunate. So hopefully what I'm talking about you're going to see on camera, because day 6, I thought I sounded pretty good on camera. Off camera, not so much. So probably the worst thing has been articulation. Check this out. And now that I'm on camera, for some reason it's working all right. There we go. Do you hear that? And then it just falls apart. That's what I'm talking about. Let's hear mouthpiece. It kind of turns into this quacky thing, especially at higher notes. Hear that? Quack, 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 quack. For the last 3 or 4 tongues. Not good sounds. You want it to be really relaxed. You want it to really just come out naturally. Now the first bit of that sounded pretty good, but then it just starts to fall apart. So it definitely has to do with tonguing. It's not my overall tone. Let me try and focus on keeping the air the same. I think that helped. I think I had been decreasing my air a little bit, not as focused. But clearly it wasn't clean. There's definitely some choppage. There's a little bit of that quackiness, that futta So lip slurs aren't too, slurs aren't too bad. Arpeggios aren't too bad. Let's hear some lip slurs. Lip slurs aren't too bad. Need a little work. Definitely some work. I'm definitely going to work on that after the video. You know, I am pretty disappointed with today, especially when I first brought the horn out. The trend of the first 5 days or so was the first sounds are the best sounds, or at least after the very first few minutes of playing, those sounds just following that are the best sounds, and it's that's just not what's happening today. I did get Invisalign put in on my teeth right here. This goes right in, and if you can see that. And I have a feeling, now that I'm thinking about it, that, you know, first of all, when I first put it on, it was very snug. My teeth had obviously been moving in the week or so that I hadn't had any kind of retainer to keep my teeth in. And so what I'm thinking now is, as my teeth were moving out, I was adapting to that, my chops were adapting to that, or in some way it was easier to play. And now that they're moved back in, things are different. So I guess it's looking like, while we're not, again, starting over, we're starting over a little bit. And that's kind of unfortunate. I'm getting some really nasty sounds again, even when just doing long tones at times. Let's see if I can display what I'm talking about. And I think that's a good one to end on. Really crackly sounds. As you could see in the past couple videos, my long tones have been sounding so much better. And now they're kind of back to where they started. So it's probably going to be a few days before I get that worked out. But you know what? It's part of the process. Your teeth are going to change, and you're going to have to go with it. You get older, teeth fall out, you know, it just happens. So this definitely isn't the first time I've dealt with this. This definitely isn't the last time I'll deal with this. Hopefully the last time to this extent. But I hope today's video has been educational. I hope it's helped you learn something, you know, and I hope you appreciate what I'm doing here. You know, I'm trying to document really pretty specifically how I'm getting out of this hole. Because I need to get out of this hole, and there's plenty of people around that need to get out of this hole. Even if you're just a high school trumpet player, you know, and you're struggling, even if it's not because you had your braces off and you knew how to play before, if it's, I'm having trouble learning this part, you know, I'm trouble learning how to use my instrument. This stuff is what's going to work for you. You know, this has been handed, all these ideas and stuff have been handed down to me from an incredible trumpet professor at the University of Arizona, Jason Carter. He can do jazz, he can do classical, he can do Latin, he can do whatever you ask of him. He's just an incredible trumpet player. And I'm telling you, he's gone through the same thing. He had his braces when he was learning. Not when he was learning, after he had gotten really good on the instrument. You know, in his later youth years, I believe he also had braces on and braces off. So what I'm telling you here is gospel. Yeah, this is how you fix it, and this is how you learn the trumpet. So hopefully it's helpful. Thanks for tuning in. Take care.